A Sydney kindergarten is becoming the national focus of a mobile phone row. As mothers from the kindergarten continue to protest a local Telstra base station, experts in Melbourne have tried to prove there's no need for concern.
These women have been chained to the gates of Telstra Harboard since last Thursday, protesting about radiation from this mobile phone base next to their local kindergarten.
Telstra doesn't care for kids.
There was a promise today from the local federal MP.
We will change the rules to take away the exemptions and the immunities which Telstra currently enjoys to put these things virtually where it likes.
Although the Australian Radiation Laboratory has tested these bases from the same distance and...
For the general public, there is nil exposure. I'm unable to measure the level of radiation from these base stations.
The other complaint the locals have is that these phone operators can't be touched by local councils, even the State Environment Protection Authority.
In fact, it's illegal to take any action on this site as far as I'm concerned.
Telstra says its testing equipment, sensitive to 1/200th of the Australian standard, has registered no radiation. But the protest will continue until the base is dismantled.
If it takes another week or 2 or 3, that's how long we'll be here.
Lee Hatcher, 7 Nightly News.
Protesters were back in chains today outside a kindergarten on Sydney's northern beaches. They began their demonstration late last week, claiming that radiation from a neighbouring Telstra installation is harming their children.
They just can't allow people's neighbourhoods to be invaded by these installations.
The protesters were joined by officers from the Environment Protection Authority.
I'm calling on Telstra to get the data, get the science and reveal it.
Telstra claims the radiation risk is minimal.
This is the 5 o'clock news. A win for mums and dads at Harboard. They've been campaigning against a mobile phone base station located right next to a kindergarten. Telstra have turned off the section facing the kindergarten, and they've also promised to move the entire station within 4 months.
7 Nightly News with Ann Sanders.
The police commissioner defends his mate named in the Royal Commission. Indonesia retaliates over flag burning. And people power wins against Telstra. Victory today for a group of Sydney residents fighting Telstra over a mobile phone base station. But the company's denied the decision to shut it down will force other base stations to close.
Parents at this Harboard kindergarten wanted a neighbouring mobile phone base station shut down, and they were never going to take no for an answer at a public meeting last night.
There's no way, even if there's 100 million of the Australian standard, I'm going to let my little girl or any of my kids go to that place and be exposed to that sort of risk. No way.
A risk played down by radiation experts.
Given the current standard, the emissions from the antenna are not going to be a hazard to the health of anybody.
Despite research supporting its case, Telstra agreed to close the base station.
All our decisions that we'll make from now are really designed to make sure this preschool doesn't close.
The locals refused to wait 6 months for the shutdown. They've issued a 24-hour deadline for the base station to be closed, maintaining the preschool's future still depended on immediate action. And late this afternoon, they got it.
We've today suspended a base station sector that affects the kindy.
I don't think they really appreciated the depth of community feeling.
Telstra insists the decision has not set a precedent, describing the Harboard case as unique.